Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Donna and this is Donna Loves Yarn, because I do. I wanted to come on here and show you the yarn that arrived yesterday. If you saw my video from yesterday, I mentioned that I was expecting an Etsy order and it didn't arrive till about 7 p.m. So it finally arrived and I've got it here in front of me. And I'm going to share it with you momentarily. First, let me welcome you. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining me today. I know that I had a recent subscriber today. I'm going to mention you in a minute. But that's as far as new subscribers. I don't know that I've had very many of late, but only one since yesterday when I did my video yesterday. But I want to welcome everybody that's watching, whether you're subscribed or not. Welcome. This channel is about yarn and crochet, not necessarily in that order. Sometimes I throw in other stuff like the dog. Sometimes I talk about sourdough bread. Sometimes I talk about cooking, the weather, regular chit-chat stuff that I throw in from time to time. But primarily, this is about yarn and crochet and my love for both, because I really, really love them both. Just a quick mention to my friend Sean, because I know that you'll watch this, Sean. She sent me a message today saying that she really liked that crescent shawl. And I've had people mentioning that I should see if I can find that yarn online. Nope, I looked at Ravelry, I looked at eBay, I even went back to the Pleta website. That color's discontinued. So I think right now my only option, sadly, is to frog back the last 2 rows and figure something out. But I definitely want the border that I did, and let me tell you how I did the border if I can remember. So the row before I did the border was V-stitches, and typically how you're supposed to proceed on the next row is you're supposed to put a double crochet in each end of the V and between the V. Well, what I did was, because I noticed that it was flaring quite a bit, and I didn't want it to really flare that much more, it was fine the way it was. What I did was each adjacent V, so let's say this V and then the V next to it, I did a double crochet 2 together, and then I double crocheted in between the V-stitch, so right here. So here's the 2 V's. I did 2 double crochet 2 together here, and then this next space between the V, I did a double crochet, and I just kept doing that. 2 double crochet 2 together, and then double crochet 2 double crochet 2 together, and it gave it a really, really neat look for the border, and I really like it. It's very clean. So I guess I'm gonna have to rip back the row that I was short, rip back the V-stitch row, which will then put me at the front post double row. So I guess I'll have to do the border on the front post double row and not do a V-stitch row. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to finish it, but that's the only way I can finish it. Unless I can come up with a color that's close enough to the one that I have. I don't know. I might be able to, but it's not going to be cotton, probably. I have a dark red cotton, but I don't think it's a 4-weight, so it's too thick. But I think it's too dark red. So, I don't know. I'm going to look around at my stash. Maybe I have something in here that would work. I don't know. But the problem is the weight of the yarn. Granted, if I had that color in, you know, a 1 or 2 weight, I could double it up and make it work, but I don't have it in cotton. As far as I know, I don't have it in cotton. And I looked briefly yesterday. So I'll look again and see what I can come up with. But I really don't want to put a wool in there, because when you go to wash it, that's why I don't recommend combining fibers, because when you go to wash it, they're going to behave differently. So you may have a section that shrinks and then a section that doesn't shrink, or, you know, whatever. Or a section that fuzzes and one that doesn't. So I don't like combining fibers. I know there are other people out there that do, but I don't like doing that. So anyway, I went on a tangent after I welcomed everybody, but thank you for everybody watching. Everybody, thank you so much. The next thing I want to talk about is what I'm wearing. I just started this today, and I got the idea to start this yesterday. And I asked the creator which pattern it was, and she graciously told me what it was. So I want to mention her, and her name is Bernadine, and her channel is called How the Hook Turns. She's so fun to listen to. She's so fun. She's a retired nurse, and she lives in West Texas, as she always says, Plainview specifically. She and her husband. And she shares her channel, and she shares her crochet and talks about what's going on in her life and tells stories, and she's so fun to watch. Anyway, she started this poncho, and I thought, that looks really cute. So that's why I asked her what it was, and she told me. So I went and watched it, and it looked pretty simple, and I'm trying to really get down my stash. I'm really trying to use what I have and make stuff that'll work up fast, and just to reduce the amount of stuff that I have. And when I have colors that I only have, 2 or 3 of, a poncho is a good option, especially if you have other colors in a similar fiber that you can mix and match. Anyway, I had this yarn, and I've talked about it a zillion times. If you've watched my channel before, I've talked about it a zillion times. It's an exclusive JoAnn's brand called K&C. And this is, I'm going to tell you again, I've talked about it, like I said, a zillion times. This is a 3-weight, 100% superwash merino. And yes, it is superwash, because I did a swatch. I washed it in warm water, and I dried it. I should go get the swatch and show you. I think I'll do that, because I know where it is. I'm going to take this off because I'm attached. Let me go grab that swatch so I can show you. Okay, this is the swatch of the K&C Superwash Merino. It's fine. It didn't shrink. It shrunk on one side over the other, and it shrank by maybe a 1/2 inch. It doesn't feel stiff. It's soft. Does it feel different? Yeah, it feels different than before it's washed. Of course it feels different. But there's no reason, once I do finish this poncho, there's no reason why I can't put it in the wash. So I'm going to say it's superwash because it washes up fine. Look at that. I think it looked good. It looks good. And it's soft. It's very soft. And like I said, I washed it in warm water. So if it was going to felt and shrink, I would think it would have felted and shrank a whole lot more than it did. So I wanted to share that with you. But this poncho, getting back to the poncho, this poncho, I used the K&C again, and I have this color, and this color is called Fall Festival. And I've been sitting on this for, I don't know, at least a year. And I didn't know what I was going to use it for. I had 3 hanks of it. I had no idea what I was going to use it for. Other than this yellow, none of the other colors are available in a solid. This yellow is a goldenrod, and that was available. I don't know if it is anymore. But that would have been the only color that I could have used to coordinate with this. The blue that I have is a different shade of blue. It probably would have been okay, but it was a little bit different. Because of the blue and the yellow, there are little tinges of green every now and then. I could have used, I've got like a sage green over there, but it wouldn't have looked good. So I was racking my brain because this looks really, really super busy to me. And to do a whole poncho with that, I thought I'm probably not going to like it. So I thought, what can came in here and I looked through my stash, my 3 and my 4 weights. And I came upon one I already had caked up, so yay, I didn't have to cake it. And it is a 3 weight, and it's a pale blue. It's a Madeline Tosh hand dyed, and it's DK Twist, and it's called Moon Glow. Yeah, Moon Glow. So that looks perfect with that. So I've done 3 rows, and that's probably what I'll do. I did 7 rows of the Fall Festival. I'll do 3 rows of the pale blue. And then I think my next Fall Festival, I think I'll elongate the sections as I go down so that's not so choppy. So maybe my next section will be, 8 or 9 rows. And then I'll do another 3 rows of the pale blue. And then maybe the next section of this will be, 11 or 12 rows. We'll see how it goes. But I don't want it looking blocky. I want it to flow as it goes down. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. But this is a 3 weight. The pattern, let me tell you what the pattern is called. It's a bag a day tutorial, and it's called Opal Bridge. And she suggests a 4 weight. When she does her tutorial, she used a 4 weight yarn. Well, this 3 weight, I think it's going to be fine. I think it'll be fine. It fits over my head just fine. That's kind of how I would prefer to wear a poncho anyway. And I may go around it and finish it off with this and make a collar. I've seen that done. I think that might be nice. But I know last winter, I have 2 other ponchos, and I was wearing them all the time. I was using them like as a robe. And so I used my ponchos quite a bit. But they're wool, This is wool too, but this is a little softer. This is a little softer wool than that other. So thanks, Bernadine, for showcasing this poncho and influencing me to make one, even though you didn't mean to. And thank you for joining my channel. I saw that you subscribed, so thank you so much. But I'm going to work on this, and hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it'll be done in about a week or so. I don't know that I'll work exclusively on it, but I'll be working on it a lot because it's easy. All it is double V stitches, primarily, except at the points. Then you have 3 single V stitches at the point where you do your increases. So there's that. Now, let me get to the yarn. By the way, if the dog starts barking, I may have to go to the door because I'm expecting his first bark box. I've gotten bark box before for my other dog when I was living in my other situation, and it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I like the bark box. We did it for a whole year for Ruby, so now I'm gonna get it for Goober because he goes through toys so fast, and he's picky about his treats, but you know, hopefully he likes the treats. He's not really treat motivated, but it's nice to have treats anyway. All right, so if he starts barking, that's why, because the mail came. But like I said, the mail didn't come till 7 o'clock yesterday, so it is almost 4 o'clock now. I don't expect the mail anytime soon. All right, so the yarn I got yesterday from this Etsy seller, the Etsy store again is called StashB, the letter B, Gone, StashBGone. And actually, it's a guy that runs it. I said yesterday, I kept saying her or she. It's a guy that runs it. So he's got a lot of really good yarns over there, you guys, if you want to go look. It's really, I don't like the shipping, like I said yesterday, but I like the yarn that he's got. So let's start first with this one, which I already have this. I have one cake or one donut of this already, but it's only 600 and some odd yards. And I made a shawl with another color I had, but it ended up being a really small shawl. So I thought, if I want to make a shawl out of this, I need 2 of them. It's 100% superwash wool, and it's called Painted Desert. And it's from, I think it's from Knitting Fever. Yeah, made in China for Knitting Fever. But this colorway is color 14. I can't remember what the name of that is, but it's not some of my favorite colors, but like I said, I already have one. So that's why I got a second one, so that I could make a bigger project with it. So I was glad to have that. I didn't bring the price list in with me, or I'd tell you what these were. Actually, I think I put it, where did I put? I think I do have it. Yes, I do. All right, so that one was $7.50. That's not bad. $7.50 for 600 and where's the yardage? No, why did I think it was 600? 437 yards. Does it give the weight classification? It's, I would say this is probably a 2 weight, and 100% superwash merino. Like I said, it's very stretchy. The shawlette that I made a Bactus shawl with it, and I thought I had it maybe here nearby. I don't see it right off, but it ended up really stretchy. So now I've got, you know, almost 900 yard, or yeah, 437. Yeah, almost 900 yards. So that'd make a good size shawl. So I'm glad to have that. All right, so the next one I have, I'll go with this one, is a Debbie Bliss, and it's called Rialto Lace Extra Fine Merino Wool Superwash. I could end up dyeing this because it's white. 100% wool. These retail for $9.85, and I got these for $5 a piece. And this is definitely a lace weight. So I could hold that double with just about anything. I got 5 of these. They smell good. There's no complaints about this store at all, other than the box came and one end of the box he shipped it in a shoebox, priority shoebox box, and one end was starting to come untaped. It got crushed. So that's not his fault, but you know, I gave a review and I mentioned that what happened, so maybe he'll be a little more mindful about taping up the box. But okay, so 100% wool, and let's see, made in Italy, distributed by Yarns Limited. Suggest 2.75 knitting needle, so I'm going to say 350 crochet hook. 390 meters, I think it says. Let me find a different one that might not have it. Why does the price go on the same spot on every one? Same spot on every one. Let's see. Oh, there it is. 390 meters. So over 400 yards of lace weight times 5. So super soft. Super, super soft. Let's see here. The symbol looks like you can machine wash it, but of course I would not. I wouldn't hand wash it. Okay, so I got 5 of those. I already showed that it's a wrap yesterday. Okay, so the next one I have, this is one I couldn't wait to see it. I've never seen this in person. This is the Queensland Uluru, and it is 3.52 ounce, 100 grams, 410 yards per donut. Recommends 4.5 to, no, that's stitches per inch. Recommends 3.25 to 5 millimeter, probably knitting needle. 55% cotton, 26% acrylic, 19 polyester. Normally I probably wouldn't have grabbed this, but these colors, you guys, are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And this is probably, does it say what the weight is? Yeah, this is Knitting Fever also, but it's Queensland. Anyway, this is probably, I'm going to say probably a fingering weight. I'm going to say it's fingering weight. But look at that color. Oh my gosh. That color is beautiful. There's orange, and there's purple, and there's yellow, and there's like a olive green, cream, pink, and each strand is wrapped in a gold strand. That's probably the polyester, I'm guessing. So the core of it, I'm guessing the core of it is cotton, and then it's wrapped in this gold. There's kind of a a better look, maybe. My front-facing camera doesn't autofocus, so that's the best I can do. It's a little bit fuzzy, which tells me I need to be really careful so that I don't have to frog anything. But I got 3 of these. Gorgeous. I looked on Ravelry, and there was a shawl pattern, and this just looked beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so excited to have it. Beautiful colors. All right, and the last that I got from this store is Ella Rae, and it's called Lace Merino. Oh, by the way, the Uluru was $6 a piece. That's not bad. For 410 yards, that's not bad. All right, this last one, like I said, is Ella Rae Lace Merino. These were a little pricier. These were $12.50. But there's 460 yards and a lace weight. Recommended needle size 3.25 mil. 100% extra fine merino, made in Italy. Says machine washable, delicate, do not bleach, dry flat, do not dry clean. I got 1 of 3 different colors just because I didn't know, if I was going to like it. Right. But look at this. This is like a dark hunter green. That's gorgeous. And it must be, what's the word? Not heathered. What's the word that I'm looking for? Anyway, it's lighter and darker in spots. It's not heathered. What is it? Tonal. It's tonal. But that's gorgeous. Smells good. All right, so I got the green. Of course, I had to get a lilac. It doesn't list a color name, just a color code. This one, color code was 16. This one's 24. Beautiful lilac color. And, oh, it's got some bounce to it. It's got some stretch. Definitely has some stretch to it. But that's, I would say that's a 1 weight. I don't think that's a lace weight. I don't think that's a lace weight. I'd say that's a 1. And the last one is, yeah, it even says tonal. Lace Merino tonal. Color number 30. And blue. So I may go back to that site and order me some more of this. Now that I know I like it. That's nice. That's really nice. $12.50 is a little bit steep, but it's normal. I would say it's normal for that much yardage for 100% superwash merino. I would say that's pretty normal. So that's that. Yeah, his name is Joshua Cohen. StashBGone. Let's see. StashBGone. Joshua Cohen. He's in Vermont. It only took like 3 days to get here to Missouri. I think it only took 3 days. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. Okay, so that's it for my Etsy store. Last but certainly not least, I just received my part of my JoAnn's order. And I probably should have gone ahead and taken it out of the bag because, you know, people don't like the crinkling. I don't usually store in bags anyway. So let me get this out of here. This is the last of the KNC cotton colors that I want. I didn't want to buy every color because I'm not attracted to every color. So those are all KNC cotton hanks from JoAnn, KNC, hand-dyed, 100% cotton. This one is called Mermaid Vibes. I did not have this one yet. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's a one weight. It's pretty thin. But it is a couple shades of purple and then blue and teal. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can, I don't know if this lens does this justice at all, but maybe you can see the different blue tones. There's a little bit of speckling right there. But like that's like a true blue. But up here is more like a teal green. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. That is gorgeous. And perfect for my collection. If I can fit it. I should be able to get it all to fit. Some of that is from the original collection of the KNC cotton. They launched, what, 2 years ago, I think. Some of it was stranded with Lurex or Stellino, whichever you want to say. So on that top, right about there, that has sparkle in it. They didn't do that this year, which is fine. I don't care about that. So I got all the colors I want in both the cotton and the merino and, oh, excuse me, the merino and nylon that they launched this year, which is down below. You can't see it. So that is my yarn haul for the day, guys. I was super excited to get all of it. So the only thing I have left coming is JoAnn's, which it said it's supposed to come today, but it doesn't say out for delivery. But it's in the area. So JoAnn's, I have the Woolpaca coming. And I believe that's 5 or 6 skeins of that. And then I have the order that I placed with Antoinette at Hookin' and Stitchin' Island Style, but that won't come till next week. That won't be here till next week. So I think that's all the yarn that I have coming. And I certainly don't need any more. But I need to get to work. I need to make stuff and, you know, quick. So, you know, if this works up nice and I really like it, I might make some more. I have other 4-weight yarns. That last tower there, that's all 4-weight. But it's all solid. I don't know if I'd want a solid unless I guess I could do rows of different colors. I guess I could do that. I don't know. But I kind of like how that works out. Might do some more with this. I don't know. We'll see. we'll see, but I like it. So thanks again, Bernadine. So I think I mentioned everybody that I needed to mention. But if you want some good yarn, head over to StashBGone. Just look around, see what he's got. If you happen to be, in Vermont, he's in St. Albans, Vermont. It's warm. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. That's all I've got. Oh, no. I did want to mention one thing that I forgot to mention yesterday. Everybody, all these creators often mention their Podaversary, when they started YouTube. So I thought I'm going to get on my thing and see when I made my first crochet related video. Because I started my channel a long time ago. If you go to my channel, of course, I think I made them private now, but I've got videos from when my grandson was born. I've got all kinds of videos that are older. And I think I made them all private so that you wouldn't even have to see them. But I looked back to see when my first one was, and guess what? It was June 28th, which is the day after my birthday, which is going to be, my birthday's Thursday, so my anniversary will be on Friday. So, and that would have been in 2022, I think. Started crocheting spring of 22. So yeah, I would have started those June of 22. So the next week will be 2 years that I've been doing crochet and yarn videos. Yay! 2 years. And I wasn't really taking it that seriously when I first started. It's only just been here maybe in the last, 8 to 12 months that I've kind of been taking it a little more seriously. Trying to grow it. But, if it doesn't grow, I don't care. I really don't care. I just like to come on here and share my yarn and share my projects and all that kind of stuff, because I almost feel like I'm a shut-in. I'm home all day long with the dog. I don't really go anywhere that much, especially in the summertime, because you know what? My air conditioner went out in my car. This is my third summer with no air conditioning in my car. So it's like 95 degrees out. I don't want to be out driving in my car. I'll pass. So I'll just stay home and take care of the dog and feed my face and crochet me some cool stuff. And, occasionally I'll make bread and go to market and whatever. So that's my life in a nutshell. Although this weekend, I may be going to meet up with my friend Betty. I haven't seen her in forever. She's the one that won my giveaway. I promise I didn't do that on purpose. But I haven't seen her in probably a couple of months. So I think she and I are going to go meet up and have lunch again like we did before when we first met. We're going to go have some Mexican food, and I'm going to have me some horchata coffee again. I love that stuff. I'd have it every day. I would drink it every day if I could. So that's kind of the plan this weekend. Plus, I'm getting my hair cut Saturday afternoon. So, goodbye to this mess. It's too hot. If I was brave, I'd shave it. But I'm not that brave. I gotta have hair. Because, the rest of this, I gotta have hair. Just not long hair. I'm done with the long hair. So, anyway, that's the plan for the weekend. I'm going to see how finances are and maybe go see if I can find some clear totes so that I can get stuff put away and move it downstairs like I mentioned yesterday in my video. I need to do that so that this room is a whole lot more inviting. Right now it's just not very inviting. It's better than it was. You can actually see the floor, but it's not the way I want it. It's not the way I want it. And then once I get everything up off the floor and out of here, then I'm going to reorganize, I think. Yeah, I think I'll do some reorganizing. I think that's in my future. What else am I going to do with my day? Crochet? Nah. All right. Enough of that. I'm going to let you go, get this uploaded, and I will catch up with you probably next week, because I'll probably have more progress on the poncho, more progress on the loon shawl, which I should probably update you on that. I asked you guys for your input on that shawl. I thought about, because I was going to hold it double, you know, with the silk. It wouldn't be very cost effective, because if I end up trying to sell that shawl, I mean, granted, I got this silk for a song, but that's just going to add to the price of that shawl. And it's already colors that not everybody is going to gravitate towards. So I'm trying to keep costs down. So what I ended up doing was, I'll show you the purple I used. Instead of the solid purple, I used that on the row after the orange, and this looks really nice. And it's the same width, it's the same weight as the orange. So yeah, I like this yarn. It's very, very fine. It's a lace weight. It's very fine, but it matches very well. And then I'll probably do a row of pink, because there's pink in that yarn that I used at the very top. There's a little bit of pink in it. So I think I'll do a section of pink. So I've got the multicolored, I've got the orange, I've got the purple, and then the pink. So that's the 4 colors that it calls for. So that's what I'm going to do. I kind of wished I would have gone a little further with the print yarn, because I ended it sooner than it said to, but it is what it is. I'm not ripping it out and starting over. I don't want to do that. So my next video, I'll have progress on that. It might even be done. I don't know. And I'll have progress on the poncho, and who knows what I'll start in the meantime. Who knows? Maybe I'll start something with that. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. All of this is just so pretty. And it's like, I want to make something with everything in here. But, you know, I don't have lightning fast hands. So I have to be patient with myself. Sometimes that's not easy. Okay, now I'm done with my ranting. I will let you go, and I will catch up with you sometime next week, and we'll see what all I've gotten done. Hopefully this room is cleared out and I can give you a room tour. Yay, that would be great. So you guys have a great weekend. If it's really hot where you are, just stay inside. You know, don't risk getting sick being out in the heat. Keep hydrated. I'm trying to. keep hydrated and stay healthy. And I will catch you next week. Remember, God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. I will see you on the next video, you guys. Take care and have a good weekend. Bye now.